Better not drop me on
I
this.
won't.
Okay. I really like the idea of a Fat Tuesday brewery tour. Or as I like to call it, Fat Brews Day tour.
And I really like your special effects.
Thanks. I did it in post.
Oh, thanks.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I don't know how these hipsters ride these fixed gear bikes.
Hey, is that my fixed gear?
No.
It's her. She said that we found, it was in the back of her truck.
Me? Mine? You said that if we wanted to pick up hipsters, we had to steal a fixed bike.
Are you kidding me? I would never say that. I don't even like hipsters.
Oh, what about that kid from the Art Deco store?
Excuse me, Miss Vintage Shop.
Okay, hey! What's wrong with you? This is a 10-speed. This is a fixed gear.
Oh! Oh, here.
The brewery opens in half an hour, idiots.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
2 girls, 1 pint!
Lakefront Brewery was started in 1987 by brothers Russ and Jim Klisch. What started as a 2-man operation has since grown to put a sizable dent in Milwaukee's beer culture. The innovative brewery has won more than 50 medals, including 4 Great American Beer Festival awards for their beers, and the brewery itself boasts one of the top tours in the nation.
I guess the story I always tell people is I graduated from college in 1981. Degree in chemistry, didn't have a job. So I called my brother and I asked him if I could live with them for a bit till I found something. He said, sure, move on down. He lived about a mile north of here in the River West neighborhood of Milwaukee. So I moved on in. Eventually I got a job working as an engineer at Johnson Controls. And his birthday was coming up. And I asked him what he wanted for his birthday. And he said he was thinking about making beer. And so I decided to make a batch of beer. And he made some beer. And we entered our beer in contests and started winning some awards. And I made more home brew and entered more contests and won more awards. And our friends started telling us, you know, you guys should open up a brewery.
Why, hello there.
I'll have fixed gear.
Yeah, I'll have one too, please.
That's a nice choice, ladies. You see, Fixed Gear is a bold, all-American ale. It pours a gallant crimson tone with a white rocky head and a brilliant floral citrus aroma. All thanks to an aggressive dry hopping.
When making beer, both aromatic and bittering hops are used. First, bittering hops are added to the wort at the beginning of the boil in order to balance the sweetness of the malt. Then, at the end of the boil, aromatic hops can be added for the hop flavor and aroma. A third addition can be made after initial fermentation in a process called dry hopping. Dry hopping is the addition of aromatic hops to the fermenter in order to capture the intense, hoppy aromas that certain beers can have.
All right, well, that's what we ordered.
Start pouring, barkeep.
Oh, the Fixed Gear? Oh, we don't have that.
What the
Well, just give us what you're having then.
Okay.
Gluten-free?
That's right, ladies. I'm drinking a gluten-free beer. Allergies.
I'm sorry, did you just say allergies?
Well, Zoki, as someone who's allergic to nuts, seeds, meat, puppies, rainbows, hearts, cameras.
Okay, I get it.
I can tell you that nearly 3 million Americans can't digest gluten, the main protein found in wheat, barley, and spelt. And, as we all know, barley makes up the grain bill in nearly 90% of all beers.
So you're allergic to beer?
Oh my God, you're allergic to beer?
Well, sort of.
Can you drink a rye beer?
No, I'm allergic to that too.
Can you drink a Rogan beer?
That's the same as a rye beer.
I know, what about an oatmeal stout?
No.
A porter?
No.
What about a black IPA?
No.
A pilsner?
No.
You could definitely drink a Hefeweizen.
Oh God, listen ladies, like I said, I'm allergic to most beers. However, the beer industry is starting to take notice of us 2 to 3 million Americans, and the breweries are all trying to help out so that we can continue drinking our favorite beverage. It's beer! Instead of using barley, which is a critical ingredient in most beers, breweries are starting to turn to grains, such as rice and sorghum.
You have sore gums?
Sorghum is an African grass, but it's also gluten-free.
New Grist is Lakefront Brewery's gluten-free beer. It's made with rice and sorghum syrup in the place of malted barley. The yeast used is a gluten-free strain extracted from molasses.
To make the gluten-free beer, I remember getting a phone call from a doctor in Houston, and he asked me to make a gluten-free beer from him. And he started telling me about this condition that people have. I had never heard of this before. And it was intriguing because he said 1 out of every 500 people can't drink beer. And I'm thinking, well, that's a nice market to have.
Yo, barkeep! What should we try next?
I don't know. What does it look like? I have ESP.
Excuse me?
I said, why don't you try the ESB?
The ESB?
It stands for Extra Special Bitter. Ours is organic. In fact, our brewery is the first brewery to feature a 100% certified organic beer, brewed with organic malt and hops.
ESB, or Extra Special Bitter, is a traditional English-style ale. Despite its name, ESB is actually not that bitter. In fact, it can be more malty, with a deep golden or copper coloring, and a nice malty flavor. Traditionally, it's made with English-style hops, but not always.
I remember hearing an article on NPR about organics, and it made a lot of sense to me. It was people that weren't using pesticides or heavy fertilizers, and I thought about it, and it seemed like it would save a lot of energy not having to create these, also the energy used to put it on, and it was never seemed like the best thing for the environment when you take the heavy pesticides and fertilizers and it would run off into some tributary or creek. So when I found out there was organic brewing ingredients, I thought, well, gosh, this would be great to brew an organic beer. So I got ourselves certified in 1996, May. We were the first brewery in the country to be organically certified and brew a beer under our own label with the organic ESB, and been brewing it ever since.
All right, here you go.
Okay, thank you.
And let's do a toast to the earth, but also the environment. So ladies.
Wait, I thought you just said that you were allergic to gluten.
I never said that. You both should get out of here. Just get out.
What?
Go. Get out of my brewery. Go.